Namaste, everyone, and welcome. This is a Hatha yoga class, and we're going to be focusing on upper back stretching and opening. But that also means focusing on releasing the neck, the shoulders, and the chest as well. So we're going to start seated, coming to comfortable cross ankle position. If cross ankles doesn't work for you, you're sitting with legs straight out in front of you with big toes touching each other. Lift your chest up nice and tall and straight, and on an exhale, drop your chin to your throat. Now we're going to take a few head lifts. So as you breathe in, lifting your chin. As you breathe out, lowering it back to your throat. Now softening the breath and softening your face. Relax the mouth and the cheeks and move at your own pace. Next time you drop your chin to your throat, we'll stay there. We're going to do little quarter rolls of the chin from left to right. So it's not even a half circle that you're creating here. It's a quarter circle, squeezing the chin in tight to your throat, rolling left to right with the breath. Keep your chest up high. And next time you bring chin to center, pause there. Reach your arms back behind you and interlace your fingers behind your back. Elbows can be bent or straight. But lift that chest up all the way, rolling the shoulders back and squeezing your chin in tight to your neck. Keeping the chin down, release your arms, bring them forwards again. And on an inhale, lift your nose. And now we're going to take some head turns. So as you exhale, turn your head to one side. As you breathe in, turning back to center. Exhaling to the opposite side. Keep going. Keep the shoulders back. One more to each side. Next time your nose points forwards, staying there, and then leaning back onto your hands. Bring the feet forwards, bend the knees, take your feet to the sides of your mat. Roll the knees from left to right, moving with the breath. Keep your chest up high and your shoulders back. So be careful, you are not doing this and lifting the bum and taking the knees to the ground. That's a bit pointless. It will just tighten your lower back. Roll the knees. Keep the bum flat on the floor the whole time, which means your knees won't go very far from side to side. And that's fine. That's what we're aiming for. Next time your knees come up to center, we're going to come to Baddha Konasana, bringing the feet together, flopping the knees open, and taking a few bounces of the thighs and the shins. Now, careful you're not rounding your shoulders forwards, lift the chest, roll your shoulders back. And letting those knees sink. And we're stretching the legs straight out in front of you. Big toes are together. And to reach your arms out in front of you, hook the two thumbs into each other. And on an inhale, lift your arms up over your head. As you exhale, bend the elbows. On your in-breath, stretch up. As you exhale, arms come down in front of you. Change the hook of the thumbs the other way around. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bend. Keep going. Each time the arms lower, change the thumbs. Keep your back up fully straight, chest lifting high. And we'll do that one more time. Now coming into cross ankles again. We're going to take some twists, circling around to the right. Turn the left palm away from your right knee and sink the knees down as your chest lifts up. And now hooking your left hand over your right knee. Cross your right arm over the front of your left knee, and we're going to do some spinal rolls. So as you breathe in, lift your knees if you can, lift your chin. On an exhale, round your back as you push the knees down, tuck your chin to your throat. We keep rolling. Inhale to lift. On your exhale, curl down. As you round your back, push the elbows forward, pull your chest back away from your arms. Squeeze your face in. And next time you round down, we stay there. Get your chest back as far away from your arms as you can. Press those elbows and forearms forward. Squeezing the chin in close to your throat. And then curling yourself all the way up. And now changing the cross of your legs. And taking your twist to the other side, around to the left, right hand to the outside of the left leg. Drop the thigh bones, drop the knees, sink your shins. Using your breath to grow up taller. Then turning your right palm over your left knee. Cross your left arm over your right arm. And we go for those spinal rolls again. Inhale to pull the knees up, lift your chin. On an exhale, round your back, pressing elbows forward. Keep rolling. Chin to throat. Each time your back rounds, get as much space between your arms and your chest as you can. Next time you round down, we stay there. Relax your eyes and your forehead. And curling yourself all the way up. Pull the shoulders back away from your chest. Stretch your legs out in front of you again. So we have feet together. We're taking a twist. Left leg stays straight. Bend the right knee up. Hold that right shin or knee with your left hand or left elbow. And twist your right arm back behind you. Don't lift that right shoulder up. Sink it down on an even level with your left shoulder. Keep flexing your left ankle. Push the heel forward and down into the ground as your toes go up. Keeping your back straight, untwist. Right leg stretches out. Left knee bends up. Circle around to the opposite side. Once you're in that twist, sink the shoulders. Don't jam them down away from your ears. Let them relax and feel heavy. Check that right foot is still flexed, toes up towards your knee. Keeping your back straight and tall as you untwist yourself. Stretch the legs straight. Either keeping legs straight or coming into crossed ankles again. Take a few rolls of your shoulders. Keep leaning towards your spine, not towards your chest. We change directions and roll the other way. And then just change once more and circle in the opposite direction. Keeping the shoulders back, bring your right arm across your chest. Left hand hooks under the right upper arm, or take your elbow, your left elbow underneath that right upper arm bone. Stretch into the right fingers. And then take the right shoulder and ribs forwards. You could turn your head to look towards the right fingers. Don't lift off your right bum. Don't tilt to the side. Keep the right bum and knee down. And try to keep the right elbow straight. Don't let that bend. If you bend it, you lose the stretch in the upper right back. And we untwist. Release the arms. Bring your left arm across your chest, holding the left upper arm with your right hand, or hooking right elbow underneath the arm bone. Lift up even taller, and then you can bring the left shoulder and ribs a little bit further forward, maybe turning your head to look to those left fingers. Keep lifting your chest, don't drop it down towards your belly, and keep your breath flowing. Keep noticing the breath moving in and out through your nose. And we untwist and release your arms. We're coming into Upavishta legs. We're taking legs out into V shape. And we're going to go into a twist here, circling around towards the right. Either left hand on the ground in front or hooking over your right leg. Now shift your weight back to your left bum. Lift your chest all the way up. Relax the shoulders. We circle forwards and around to the other side. Check your feet as you change. Toes are still pointing straight up. Ankles are still flexed. With each out breath, sinking into your sits bones. With each in breath, lifting taller through the top of your head. And circling forwards again. Bringing the soles of the feet together in Baddha Konasana. We're taking a twist, left fingers over right ankle, right hand back behind you, turning your chest towards your right knee. Now try to lift up out of your lower back and maybe even arch into the pelvis and the lower spine. Not leaning the pelvis and the lower back, but pressing them forwards towards your belly. Keep lifting high as you twist around to the other side, right fingers over left ankle, left arm back behind you. And then untwisting again. And now we're going to take legs out into your V shape once more. And we're coming into eagle arms, wrapping your right arm underneath your left. Make sure your arms are not leaning off to one side. Point them straight up in front of your face and lift your elbows. Lengthen up evenly through both sides of your neck. Keep breathing. And now releasing the arms down, and we change. Take the left arm underneath and lift the elbows. Lift the forearms. Relax the sides of your neck. Keep pressing down into the floor with your heels. Toes pointing straight up always in Upavishta. And now releasing the arms down. And we're going to change. And once more, take the right arm underneath the left. From here, we're going to take a twist around towards your left leg. Keep your right thumb on the floor. And from here, we're going to tip forward and take your forearms and elbows towards the left leg. So you're looking straight down at your forearms. Don't tuck your chin in here. Let the shoulders feel heavy. And now taking a deep breath, and as you exhale, curl your chin to your throat. Tuck your forehead towards your upper arms. So we're rounding into the spine now. And then coming all the way up to center, we're going to release the arms, shake them out to roll your shoulders if you need to, roll the wrists if you need to, and then we change. Left arm under the right, back into your eagle arms. Keep your bum on the floor. Don't tilt off your left bum as you twist your elbows and your chest towards your right leg. And now we're going to fold down, taking elbows to the thigh, forearms and hands towards your leg. Don't tuck your chin yet. Just relax your neck. Let the shoulders feel heavy. Let the hips feel heavy. Now taking a deep breath. As you exhale, tuck your chin into your throat. Take your forehead towards your upper arms. Round that upper back. Relax the eyes, the cheeks, and the mouth. Curl the spine. It's like you're trying to touch your chest to your tummy right now. And then lifting all the way up and release the arms. Again, take a few rolls of the shoulders or the wrists, or shake the hands out, or shake the arms out. Do what you need to here to release. And now we're going to make our way onto hands and knees. So coming to all fours. Once we're on hands and knees, it's time for cats and cows. Exhale to round your back up. Inhale to sink the chest and point your nose forward. Press the shin bones and the tops of the feet down into the floor. And if you can, you get those tops of feet flat on the mat. So stretch out the top of the ankle here. And now next time you round your back up into your cat stretch, we hold it there. Squeeze your chest into your throat. Keep sinking feet to the mat. Keep rounding the back and pulse the thighs and the hips backwards and forwards. So you're not trying to sit on your heels. Don't worry if you can't get back that far, because that's not the aim here. The aim is to try and keep your back as round as you can the whole time you move. Make sure you're still breathing, guys. And then bringing hips and shoulders over knees and wrists, flattening into your spine. We're going to come into a side baby down dog, keeping hips over knees as you walk your hands around towards the left side of your mat. Slide your arms out to the left. Let your head hang. Get really heavy in the hands. If your forearms are down, really sink into those forearms. And then roll the heels up towards the roof. Don't twist them in towards each other. So we're keeping the weight evenly balanced across the knee joint. And walking hands to center, around to the other side of your mat. Slide your hands off to the right. Check those heels again, if they haven't turned in towards each other. Press down with the outer edges of your feet. And then walking hands back up onto your mat. From here, we're going to down dog. Take the hands a little bit further forwards, tuck your toes, and lift your knees. Hang the head nice and heavy. And we're taking feet forwards to the top of the mat. You're going to hang down over your thighs. Hold on to forearms or elbows or upper arms and hang your head. Knees can be bent here or straight. The straighter you make your legs, the more you've got to tip towards your head and your toes. You're welcome to sway from side to side if that feels good. Keep dropping deep into the forearms and the elbows. And now on an inhale, we're going to come all the way up. Keep holding the arms as you lift. And from here, taking some side stretches. Make sure those feet are parallel, heels are underneath the hips. Keep the neck relaxed. And then coming to center and releasing your arms down. We're moving into some sun salutations. On your in-breath, reach the arms up. On your out-breath, forward fold. Half lift, lengthen forwards. Take yourself back to down dog. Either staying in your down dog or on an in-breath, come forwards into plank. On your out-breath, lower to the mat. Knees drop if you need to. As you breathe in, curling to cobra or upwards facing dog. And then pressing back to down dog. From down dog, take feet forwards to hands. Feet are hip distance apart at the top of the mat, sinking down deep. And on an in-breath, we'll rise, arms all the way up. On your exhale, sliding hands to heart. And now we're going to take eagle arms, so releasing the arms down and taking your right arm underneath your left arm. We're going to take a forward fold here. So keep the arms twisted. Drop your hands to your head, bend into your knees and stretch your elbows forwards. Now we're going to keep the knees bent, fold down over your thighs. Keep your hands pressing into your head, stretching the elbows down towards the mat. So your head will probably, the top of the head probably pointing forwards a little bit, that's fine.
Don't worry about the tension in your neck just yet. We're focusing here in getting into the upper back more than anything else. Now you're welcome to keep the knees bent or stretch them straight. So we start there with knees bent because that gives you better release in the upper back. You're welcome to then start to stretch them straight, but keep tipping towards your face. Don't lean to your bum. And now we're going to keep the twist of the arms. Just let the forearms drop. Let your head drop. Now you can relax your neck. And on an in-breath, coming all the way up to standing. Keep the twist of the arms. Lift your elbows as high as you can. So you might end up with your upper arms pushing into your face, and that's fine. And then releasing arms down. And like you did when you were sitting, you can shake, you can roll in the hands or the arms or the shoulders. And then we take it to the other side. So taking left arm underneath the right, get the eagle arms, drop hands to touch your head, stretch the elbows forward away from your chest, bending into your knees. On an exhale, fold down. Don't drop the hands. Keep your hands touching your head, but stretch the elbows down as deep as you can. Keep the knees bent. Keep pressing the upper arms and elbows to the mat. Now you can keep legs bent or start to stretch the legs up a little bit more or to straight. But if the knees are straight, tip forwards again. And keeping that twist of the arms, now just let the hands fall towards the floor. Let the forearms and the wrists drop. Relax your neck and let your head hang. Keeping the arms twisted, we come all the way up. Lift your elbows as high as you can, but keep pressing them forwards away from your head. Once more, your arms might be squishing into your face here, that's fine. And then releasing the arms down. One more time, roll the shoulders and the wrists, shake the arms out if you need to. And now moving on with our practice. Back up tall and straight, leaning to spine. On an inhale, reach your arms up. On your out breath, forward fold. Lengthen the chest and spine forwards. Take yourself back into downwards facing dog. And now we're going to pulse from down dog to plank. On an in breath, come forwards. On an out breath, push back to down dog. And then do that a few more times in your own time. Next time you push to down dog, we hold it there. Now taking feet forwards to your hands, standing forward bend at the top of the mat. And we're taking it back into a lunge. Right leg steps back. And when you lift your chest, you're going to hang your arms by your sides. Keep facing the direction you're facing.
We're going to come into a neck stretch here. So very gently tilting your head towards to the left, dropping left ear towards your left shoulder. Now squeeze those leg muscles tight for balance. You might be wobbling around a little bit, that's fine. Keep sinking your right shoulder down and stretch into the left fingertips. And if it's available to you, maybe tilt your rib cage a bit more towards the left so the left fingers get closer to the floor. Check the shoulders are still back away from your chest. Don't roll them forward, lifting the chest high. And now coming up to center. Squeeze those leg muscles even tighter. Gently tilt right ear towards your right shoulder. Sink the shoulders down and maybe curve a little bit more towards the right, reaching into the right fingertips. Coming to center, taking hands to the floor. Step the right foot forwards, pedal the knees a little bit. And now taking your left leg back into the lunge on the other side. So you lift up, hang arms by your sides, get your balance, squeeze the leg muscles tight, drop your right ear towards your right shoulder again. Sink the shoulders, roll them back away from your chest, and maybe start to curve a little bit towards the right. Don't make that really deep. This is not about the spine, this is about the neck and the shoulders. So keep the shoulders down and back and stretch into the right fingertips. Coming back up to center. Keep those legs strong, tilting left ear towards the left shoulder, and then maybe curving over a little bit towards the left. Nice and heavy in the right arm, sinking the right shoulder down. Coming back to center, taking hands to the ground. Stepping forwards to the top of the mat. Reaching your arms back behind you, clasp or interlace your fingers, and sink the top of the head down. On an in-breath, lift all the way up to standing, releasing the arms. On an inhale, float them back up again. On your exhale, fold down. We're taking right leg back into a lunge. You lift your chest and let's circle the arms. Inhale to take them forwards. Exhale, circle back. Elbows can bend. Be aware of what you're doing with your palms, your hands, and your fingers here as you roll. Next time, arms go back, interlace, open your chest. Try to keep the back leg nice and straight. And now we're going to take a twist. Right hand to the ground. Make sure your left knee is over your heel. And then either twist the left arm straight up or left hand onto your left hip. Make sure your right heel is straight up over your right toes behind you. Then taking left hand down to the mat. Keep breathing as you step your right foot forwards and change. Take the left leg back into the lunge on the other side. Now we're coming up. Make sure right knee is over the right heel and then circle your arms with your breath. Inhale to go forwards and up. Exhale back and around. One more circle, then reaching back and finding your hands again. And from here into our twist, left hand to the mat, either right arm straight up or right hand on your right hip. Then right hand to the mat, stepping back into downwards facing dog. Either staying in down dog or coming forwards to plank and then lowering down, rolling your chest up on an in-breath and making your way back to your down dog again. Hold down dog, parallel the outer edges of your feet so your heels are behind your ankles. Knees can be bent or straight. And now looking forwards, take feet to the top of the mat again and sink down over your thighs. On an inhale, rise. Exhaling, hands to chest. Now we're turning sideways on the mat. Step your legs wide into a V shape. We're turning the left toes open to the short end of the mat. We're going to pulse here between warrior two and triangle. So on an inhale, reach arms wide. On an exhale, bend your left knee, warrior two. As you breathe in, stretch the left leg straight. Exhale, fold to your triangle shape. We keep going with the breath. Inhale to lift. Exhale to bend. Push the knee open. Inhale to straighten. Exhale and fold. Move in your own time to the flow and rhythm of your own breath. As you do this, make sure the outer edges of your feet on both feet are flat on the ground. We're going to take one more warrior two. Next time you're in triangle, we're holding it there. Rest your hand on your shin or your ankle, and now circle your right arm around. And as you circle, lean towards your back. Keep taking your left shoulder towards your spine. And then change, circle the right arm in the opposite direction. Next time your arm lifts up, we either stay there in the full triangle or turn your palm towards your back and wrap your arm behind you, maybe hooking your fingers into the top of the left hip or thigh. Now lift the right shoulder all the way back, twist it towards your spine. Keep leaning your whole weight towards your back and towards the outside of your left thigh at the back of your right thigh. Carefully untwisting the right arm, stretch it all the way up. On an in-breath, we lift. Hands to hips, shoulders back. Turn the left toes in, turn the right toes to the other short edge of your mat. Okay, we're going to do that pulsing again. Bend into the right knee, come to your warrior two, arms parallel to the floor, moving with breath. On your inhale, right knee straightens, exhale to fold over. On the in-breath, lift. As you breathe out, bend. Push that right knee super wide each time it bends into warrior two. Make sure the baby toe side of each foot is flat on the ground. Don't lean into the inner arch side of the foot. That will hurt your knees. Keep breathing, staying aware of the breath. Now, next time you get into your triangle, hold it there. Rest the right hand on your leg somewhere, and then circle that left arm. Shift your weight to the back of your body. Don't lean towards your chest. Still noticing the breath as you circle. And then change, circle in the opposite direction. And next time your arm goes up, hold it there. You turn your palm towards your back. Wrap your arm behind you. You can also keep the arm straight up. You don't have to do the half bind. Take both shoulders back away from your chest. Lean your weight towards the outside of your right thigh, the back of your left thigh. Very carefully untwisting that left arm straight up on an inhale, up to center, and again, hands to hips as you turn the feet parallel. Now, like we did at the top of the mat with the feet hip distance apart, we're going to come to eagle arms with a fold. So you reach your arms wide, wrap your right elbow underneath your left, twist the forearms. Now take your hands to your forehead, press the elbows away from you. You don't want your hands to drop first. We're trying to get the elbows to the floor as you fold down. If it's easy to get elbows to the ground, bring the feet a little bit closer together so you higher off the mat and can really stretch into the elbows and the upper arms. Squeeze your hands to your head. Don't drop them yet. Knees can be bent here. If you're bending your knees, press them out away from each other. Don't lean them in. Okay, now keep the twist of the forearms and drop your hands. Drop the forearms down towards the ground. They may or may not touch the mat. Let the head hang. Relax your neck. Get really heavy in your whole upper body. Now, keeping the twist of the arms, we roll all the way up. Release the arms out, shake them, roll shoulders, shake or roll in the hands or the wrists. Just feel intuitively how you need to release here. And now we take that to the other side. Wrapping left arm underneath the right. Drop your hands onto your head. So you glue them there. Stretch the elbows forward and fold down again. We're trying to have the elbows lower than the hands. Again, don't worry about your neck just yet. Just keep trying to touch the elbows to the ground. Knees bent or straight, that's up to you, but keep pressing the knees apart. Keep stretching upper arms and elbows down towards the floor. Now keep the twist of the arms, don't release that. Just drop the hands and the forearms down. Let them feel really heavy. Sink your head, soften into the back of your neck. Relax your eyes, your mouth, your cheeks. And then rolling yourself all the way up. Once you're up, release the arms. One more time, roll, shake out. Do it gently. And then stepping the feet in. So we're going to take a twist here, either the twist you did at the very beginning of the class, or going a little bit deeper, hands to your chest, taking left elbow to the right thigh or knee, or maybe even hooking that elbow over the knee or the thigh. If you're going to this deep twist, then you tip and you lean back into your left shoulder. Keep dropping that left shoulder down. And coming up to center, change the cross of the legs, other shin in front, either just circling around to the left with your hand on the outside of that left leg, or palms to heart and right elbow to left knee or thigh, or hooking the elbow over the leg, left elbow all the way up, tipping into your right shoulder. Sink into the leg bones, sink into the knees. And then lifting all the way up to center again. And now we're taking the legs straight out in front of you for Jana Shashasana. Left foot to the inside of the right thigh. Inhale to reach forwards. Stretch your chest towards your right shin. Each time you breathe in, lengthen your chest even further forwards to flatten out your back. Coming all the way up, changing legs. Left leg straight, right foot into the inside of the left thigh with the knee dropping down. On an in-breath, reach forwards and fold. Keep flattening out the back by what you're doing with your rib cage. So the lower ribs move forward, chest moves forward. If they move back, your back rounds. If they move forward, your back flattens. Coming up, and stretch the right leg straight. Now we're opening out into V legs again. And like you did at the very beginning of the class, taking your eagle arms, wrapping right arm underneath the left. Flex the ankles, keep the toes up, but heels down on the ground. Now twist yourself towards your left leg, and we're going to round down again. Tucking your elbows in towards your left hip so that at the top of the thigh, press the forearms down, tuck your chin into your throat, drop and sink into your shoulders. Keep squeezing your chin in tight to your neck. You'll notice that if it releases just slightly, then you lose the stretch. And you might want to just shift a little bit around here. Find the different places that feel good to stretch out. Coming up to center, and we change the arms. Taking left arm under right, eagle arms again. Legs stay wide as you twist towards that right knee. As you tuck your elbows in towards the top of the thigh, towards the right hip. Drop the forearms down. Squeeze your chin to your throat. So if your eyes are open, you're looking back towards your chest. Relax all the muscles in your face. Lifting yourself all the way up, back to center. Release the arms. And one more time, coming to cross ankles. And back into our eagle arms. Right arm underneath the left. Sink the knees. Twist your elbows towards the left knee and the left leg. And now you're going to do the same thing that you just did, but there's different options. You can either tuck your elbows towards the left hip, or you can stretch your elbows to the left knee, or even hook them over the knee, or hooking the elbows over the outside of that left thigh. Tuck your chin in and press the forearms down. That sinking of the hands and the forearms will increase the upper back stretch. Make sure your right bum is on the ground and you're sinking your right knee. And lifting all the way up to center. Release the arms, shake them out, roll it out wherever you need to. And then eagle arms again, left arm. Oh, let's change the cross of the legs first. Then take left arm underneath the right. Twist towards your right knee, either tucking the elbows in towards your belly or your right hip or the top of the thigh, or stretching the elbows forwards to that right knee, or hooking the elbows on the outside of your thigh or knee. Then shift your weight down into that left bum, round your chin into your throat, and gently press the forearms down. Notice the breath. Soften into your breathing. Keep squeezing the chin in tight. Coming all the way up to center and release the arms. By stretching the legs straight, flex ankles, taking our forward fold. Inhale to reach for shins or hands to the mat. Lengthen the chest forward. Don't pull the chest back. Maybe holding onto feet or ankles. And coming all the way up. One last thing before we go into our Shavasana. So either keeping the legs straight out in front of you or coming back to cross ankles. We're going to take some head rolls. Spine up straight and tall, chest lifting high. Exhale your chin to your throat. And then rolling right ear to the right shoulder, circling the head all the way back and around left ear to left shoulder. Keep rolling in the direction that you start. Next time your nose points down, pause, and then circle in the opposite direction. Next time you finish your roll and your face is looking down, pause once more, and on an inhale, lift your chin. We're making our way down onto our backs for a few minutes of rest. Let the feet flop open, relax the legs, and notice how with each out breath your body sinks. With each in breath, a sense of spaciousness fills the chest and the body. Dropping deeper and deeper into your back, the shoulders, and the back of your head. Soften across the forehead, soften the eyebrows, sink your eyeballs into the back of your skull. Soften into the cheeks, lips, mouth, and chin. Allowing yourself to fully let go now. And starting to wake up your fingers, your toes, wrists and ankles. Taking in a deep, full inhale, reach your arms over your head, stretch yourself. Maybe hugging knees into chest. From here, making your way up to sitting. May our minds be open to the divine light that guides us. May our hearts be open to the divine love that surrounds us. May the angels keep us and bless us and bring us joy. Namaste.